And next up on the comedy side, we have Chris Putro, so please welcome Chris Putro to the stage.
Every week it's just more entanglement. What is this? Where does this go? Here. Maybe up on that. Putro. Alright, hey, alright guys. There were like 30 people here all laughing. Where'd they all go? Fuck! You guys, make up for it. Make up for it. Make up for it.
Giggling us in the back, man. We got you. We got gigglers back here, man.
Okay, good. I'll look forward to this. Did anybody lose a chapstick, by the way? If so, please see Tim Toohey. See Tim Toohey at table 1. Tim Toohey, the Don Rickles of the Pig and Whistle, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's talk about this. Let's start with this. Ted Kennedy, that son of a whore, finally died last night. And he died of brain cancer. What is it with these Kennedys? Like, they're always ending up with something strange in their head, whether it's a bullet or a tumor or socialism or a big freaky mouthful of teeth and gums that looks ridiculous. You know, this is the unluckiest family in the history of politics, the Von Erichs of politics. I figured there'd be like 2 or 3 wrestling fans here who would get that. Thank you. Yeah, I will say, Cannibal was resident before. I kind of feel for the guy. I'm glad at least he got to live like another year after his diagnosis. He had brain surgery last June, I think it was, and he almost had some bad luck there because during the surgery, they had to remove a piece of his skull to go in and work in there, and. These Kennedy wives are. His wife actually went and crawled on her hands and knees to retrieve the piece of the skull. Sometimes these bras just don't think. I know, it's funny. It's funny because it's true. What was the other thing I was going to say about Kennedy? Oh, I forget the end. I'll get back to that. Let's move on to the next one. We're pausing. We'll put that to the side. I hate when I forget stuff. Guys, I've mentioned this before. Most of you are new here. You may not know this. I'm a wealthy world traveler who can buy and sell every one of you. Apparently I'm wealthy for a comedian, which is not very wealthy at all. But I just like to distance myself from the poor comedians, because there's girls here. I don't want to be poor by association. I'm in comedy for the girls. And every little thing counts. So I fly places. I prefer to fly myself. Take trips by myself. Occasionally, and it's easier that way. I hate flying with people. Occasionally, I'll fly with a girl somewhere. But it ends up being more hassle than it's worth. It's much more time. It's a big pain. Taking a girl on the plane with you, especially now. Having to remove her fingers and teeth before I stuff her in the suitcase. I'm all for the war on terror, but come on, some of these TSA regulations, I just do not see the logic behind them. Oh my goodness, I still forget my Ted Kennedy thing. Let's go on to the next one. Hell, that was a good one. It was a good one. Hair. Let's talk about it. Hair sucks. You know why? Hey, here's why I hate hair. I hate hair because it's the only part of the body that keeps growing throughout your life. The rest of the body, if females stop growing at like age 16, males stop growing at age 25, somewhere around there. Hair keeps growing, which I hate because, when girls cut their hair short and make themselves ugly? It's always pissing because now she's out of the dating pool for like 3-6 months until her hair goes back and she's pretty again. And I hate that. And I think if a girl makes such a grievous mistake against nature like that, she should have to live with it for the rest of her life. It should be It should be a permanent mark, like any other, unnatural act, like, getting a tattoo or having a mixed race baby. Anything like that. It's really something you need to have there on your conscience for a while. Cool, alright. I really wish I could remember the other Ted Kennedy thing. Oh, all right, and it's so timely. Let's finish on this. I hate this bit. People watching my videos at home will have seen this like 5 times, but it's all new people. You haven't seen it, so I'm gonna do it. Pee Wee Herman. I don't know if you saw this. Pee Wee is back. He's coming back in November to the Henry Fonda Theater here in Hollywood. He's gonna do like a one-man show, and it's sold out. So they've added more shows, and this is awesome. I got my ticket, and I'm really surprised that he's waited this long. To come back, and you may be wondering why in 2009 is he making his big return? And it's obvious to me. He, for all this time, he had the cloud hanging over his head as the #1 celebrity with the worst, or with the most embarrassing masturbation story. And now finally, David Carradine is taking that title from him. See, the thing is, there's no shame in masturbation. Everybody does it. I think Pee Wee should have come back long ago. Come out of the masturbation closet, so to speak. Gays come out of the closet. Come out of the masturbation closet, which unfortunately David Carradine was not able to do. David Carradine actually came in the masturbation closet as he was simultaneously strangling himself to death. Fuck Ted Kennedy. That was my cornerstone tonight. And all right, I'll do the one.
What?
Oh, thank you. Okay, 15 more seconds. Okay. Yeah, here was the one. Thank you. God damn it. Thank you. The whole thing about him dying of brain cancer, I don't believe this, because if you look at like the physics of it and the timeline and everything, when he's diagnosed to when he dies, it's just not possible that that brain tumor killed him in that amount of time. I submit to you that there was a second tumor involved.
Really? Oh shit!
My God!
Yes!
It's a JFK reference. The second shooter, you see.
No one in the fucking room. Come on!
Oh, fuck! I'm not even giving my websites tonight. Fuck everybody. ChrisPutro.com, MySpace.com/ChrisPutro. You guys have been great.
That was 6.5 minutes of whoa.